And welcome to another FAQ Monday. I'm your host, Fluff, and right off the top, I've moved. If you didn't already know, if you haven't seen the last couple of videos, I may or may not have moved. A little change of scenery, but alas, it's still the same old dad here to answer questions or something. I've been really busy. I'm sorry, okay? I love you. It had nothing to do, my love was not indicative of how active I've been on this channel, okay? I had to go to Florida, and then I had to move, immediately coming back, but then I had to leave for tour, and then I had to come back for tour and unpack, and then immediately go to NAMM. That's been my last month and a half, and it's been crazy, and I got sick twice in that time frame. I'm still slightly sick, but never mind. We need to get down to business. First question. What are your thoughts on the new orange Brent Hinds signature terror head? I think it looks really cool. I saw the amp at NAMM, and I actually do have one en route coming here. Alex from Orange is nice enough to loan me a Mr. Brent Hinds signature amp, and I might even do a cover. I'm thinking about it if I have time. I don't know yet, but it looks super sweet. From the couple of clips, I know Sweetwater did a clip or a video of it. It sounds good. It sounds like, you know, like Mastodon, Doom, stoner, crunchy rock, vintage, modern-y goodness. And I love that tone. So I can't wait to try it for myself. But again, I did not get to plug into it at NAMM because there was just one, and it was surrounded by people at all times because the Orange booth is always pretty much madness at NAMM. But yes, you will see the Orange Hinds amp here on this channel very, very soon. How do you break in speaker cabs? So for guitar cabinets, I will usually reamp a bass DI track for something like 24 hours loudly. Not too loud, not excessively loud, but I want to get those speakers working because the whole point of breaking in or burning in speakers is to get all that new, fresh, glued kind of break up a little bit and get that speaker moving to its full potential. So I will take or record a very low tuned bass guitar DI and reamp that through the cab, and the cab will be in another room, like face down on a mattress to just kind of minimize the volume. And then after that, I will play dynamic music through it. I know my buddy Bo Burchell likes to blast AC/DC through it. I would do something like a Deadmau5 record or something like that. Something that has a lot of lows and a lot of highs. Again, watch your volume, but that's just what I personally do. You could also do it the old school way and just play it. But I like the idea of kind of breaking in a speaker cab because it kind of gets you off, and it kind of smooths it off, any harshness that's immediately apparent from the speaker cab. Now, obviously, every speaker model and cabinet will be different, but this is just kind of something I've always done, and I don't know, it seems to work for me just fine. Other people are totally against breaking in a speaker cabinet, but my argument is if you're just playing loud, distorted guitar through it the whole time through the entire life of the speaker cabinet, you're only breaking in those specific frequencies. You're not breaking in the range of frequencies that are available for the speaker to reproduce. So that's generally why I break in speaker cabinets, but your mileage may vary. I'm sure there's lots of people that have lots of opinions on this subject matter, but yeah, that's how I do it. Any thoughts on picking up the Mesa Boogie TC100? I actually just put out a video with the Triple Crown 100 last week, and actually that's the amp right there, right behind me. It's a great amp, honestly. I've long used the TC50 since it came out about a year ago. I've used it for multiple albums from different bands, all sorts of YouTube videos, and I'm very familiar with the 50. The 100 is just taking the 50 and just kind of stepping it up a little bit. There's more headroom, and there's much more low-end resolution due to the giant transformers in the amp, as well as the multi-watt soak per channel. Other than that, it's identical to the TC50. If I had to choose one, I would definitely go for the 50 because I like the idea of being able to step down the wattage, which obviously you can't do with the 50. And Rest Repose guitarist Tony tours with the TC50, and I know the Clean Channel, you know, we're a really loud band, and the Clean Channel, he wishes it had a little bit more headroom. The TC100 takes care of that. So if I had to choose between the two, I mean, I would probably choose the 100 if I had a choice, but you know, I have a TC50, so I am not bummed at all about that. It sounds great. I'm still totally happy with it. But yeah, it's a cool amp, man. Will the Ernie Ball skinny top heavy bottom strings eventually warp the guitar neck? No. I don't really think that could happen. I mean, if it did, it would be because the guitar neck was crap, not because the gauge of strings would be warping. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell if you're trolling or not. I don't know if you're trolling. I'm gonna assume you're not. And I'm just gonna say no. It will not. A guitar neck is built to take the tension of the strings within a reasonable string gauge set. So if your guitar is set up properly, you know, the skinny top, heavy bottom strings have been around for decades. They've never harmed a guitar that I have put them on. But you know, when you think about it, that is kind of a valid question. I mean, thinking of it in extremes, if you put a couple of bass strings on one side of the neck, and then you had 3 of the top thinnest strings of a 6-string guitar set, yeah, I suppose you may run into problems, but that is an extreme case, so I get where you're coming from. But generally, no Ernie Ball strings or any other brand strings will hurt your guitar if your guitar is set up for them properly. And now, Fluff reads a tweet. Do not touch must be the scariest thing ever to read in Braille. My suggestion to you this week is to check out this amazing album by Nothing But Thieves called Broken Machine. I am new to this band. I had never heard of them before Rest Repose went on their last tour. And my good buddy and our singer Tanner said, hey man, you should really check out Nothing But Thieves. They're really, really incredible. And man, he was right. I listened to this album nonstop on tour. I mean, I would literally listen to it 9 times in a row on a long drive. Just soaking it all in, the way they stack melodies and just what they're doing musically in addition to the amazing vocalist is just incredible. This is not heavy music. This is kind of a Muse sort of, you know, Muse, Cage the Elephant kind of thing happening, but they're really, really amazing. I can't say enough good things about them, and I thought you guys would enjoy them as well. All applicable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.